Hello and welcome back to Here We Tow. Today I'm at Cara Motorhomes at Stafford and I'm here to review this. It's the Sunlight T58 Adventure Edition and it's a 2024 model. It's a brand new motorhome. Sunlight has been manufacturing for around 20 years and they were developed by the Owenheimer Group and Dettless, so it is a pretty solidly manufactured German motorhome, but it comes in at a really competitive price point. So this motorhome that we're going to look at today is £66,500, which in the current market is pretty good value. So what do we need to know about it? So this motorhome is quite a compact motorhome. It's 5 metres and 95 centimetres. Width is 2.3 metres wide and height is 2 metres and 93 centimetres. So with it being under 6 metres long, you're going to be able to park this in most car parking spaces, which makes it quite an accessible vehicle. Weight-wise, it's 3.5 tonnes, so you can drive this on your B1 category licence and you're going to get a massive payload of 591 kilos. So a really good little motorhome. We can see it's based on the Fiat. We've got the Adventure Edition here, the T58, the little Sunlight logo, and then we're getting these nice black gloss parts here and here. The body itself is white and the decals are basically black. What we'll do is we'll head off down the offside first of all. So on the offside, we're getting black alloy wheels. These are 16-inch wheels. And then we've got our large extended wing mirrors. These are electrically operated as well. Coming down, we have the driver's door. This is a right-hand drive model. Then we find the habitation door. Now, as you can see, this is quite high from the ground. There is an electric step. I'm going to show you that when we go inside though. But we've got a 2-lay electric step and this nice big habitation door. We've got an awning light and we can see we've got our vents here for the fridge and freezer. One thing you'll notice is there isn't a canopy fitted to this vehicle. Now what I personally would do is I'd be having a canopy fitted, but at this price point at 66.5, we're not going to get everything, but these are things that you can add. We've then got our electric hookup point here on the offside. And then coming down, we've got our toilet cassette point. Now the toilet flush obviously operates from the onboard water tank, and the Sunlight T58's got a really generous water tank. We've got 122 litres of fresh water and 92 litres of grey waste. So that is absolutely brilliant for such a small and compact motorhome, especially if you like to go off-grid. Now, as I come round to the rear, what I like about the Sunlight is although this is sort of more of an entry-level motorhome, it absolutely doesn't look it. We've got this nice big white one-piece with the Sunlight and then this light cluster. This is really modern. We've got LED lights here. So I do like the look of this back end. If you were wanting to tow with this motorhome, now bearing in mind it's only 6 metres long, but if you did want to tow with it, you can tow up to 2 tonnes or 2,000 kilos with the Sunlight T58. Right, let's head off down the near side. Now, when we go in, we're going to see the layout, but we do get a small garage on the T58. I'll just open this up. So here's our garage door. There's only a garage on the near side, but if I open that, you can see in there's a good amount of space. So you could probably put a small bike here or folding bikes. Then there's a little storage shelf and it is heated as well. You do get heating from the Truma system. So that's the garage. I'll close that back up again for us. And then as we continue down on the near side, we've got a window that's going to overlook the bedroom. We'll see that when we go in. We've got the vent for the Truma, and then we've got our gas locker. I'll see if I can just open this for us. This will take 2 11-kilo gas bottles as well, so you're going to have plenty of gas for your travels. And then for filling that fresh water tank, we've got our water filling point here. And then we come down, we've got our diesel filler, and we also have the AdBlue here. The Fiat does have the 2.2 litre diesel engine, comes as standard in manual with 140 brake horsepower. Now also what's interesting is We're at Cara Motorhomes, and Cara actually do a 5-year warranty as well. That's unique to them. So if you buy from Cara on the Sunlight, you also get a 5-year warranty, which that is a massive, massive warranty within the industry. So that's the exterior of the Sunlight T58. Let's dive inside and have a look. Right, so let's venture in. Now, before I did mention this large step up. Now the door, when it opens, there is a clip at the back of there, so that'll hold the door in place. We've got the one-piece door, we've got the window, and the button for the step is here. So there we go, so the two-lay step has come out. Let's venture in and take a closer look in the T58. So let's start in the cab of the T58. So what are we getting? We're getting a multifunctional steering wheel. As I said before, it is manual as standard. We've got a number of controls here. There's no satellite navigation system on this one. And one thing you'll notice, there aren't any cab blinds, but you can add cab blinds as an option if you want, because you've got to remember the price point that we're starting at here. Now, I do like the captain's chairs. These seats are lovely. They've got a nice finish to them. Obviously, they swivel. I've swiveled this one round. They've got a nice leather effect. We've got the armrests, and we've got the Sunlight logo there in the headrest as well. Now, as I stand up here, the floor, it's all one level, as you can see, so I'm not having to step down. And whilst there aren't any blinds, you do get the curtain as standard. So on a night time, you would zip this round for privacy. They say if you don't like the curtains, you can have the blinds. There are some little storage spaces here. And then what we have got is a nice sunroof letting light in. This has got a blind and a fly screen to it. So this is sort of your cab area for obviously when you're on your travels. And then we move into the lounge area. Now this motorhome is actually a 2-berth. There is an option to have a 3-berth, and that converts this into another bed, but it comes standard as a 2-berth, but you do get 4 travelling seats. So it has got 4 seat belts if you're wanting to use it more as a vehicle for taking passengers at some point. This seat will spin round, and then you've got the bench seat here. So when you're parked up on site and relaxing, you've got a nice table here, you've got a nice bench seat there, and these 2 swivel chairs. What I do find straight away is there's quite a nice amount of headroom in this motorhome. It does feel light and bright, and although it's quite small in terms of its length, it doesn't feel small inside, which sometimes motorhomes can. Let's have a look at a couple of these little cupboards. So they've got a white finish with a black handle. These are really solid. So again, this is the German manufacturing. Although this is a budget entry-level motorhome, these are solid clasps if you have a look on those. So got 2 cupboards there. I'll close those up. There we go. And then we've got another sunroof here. There's no air conditioning fitted to this motorhome. I'd imagine if you want to have it fitted, you can, because there are a couple of sunroofs to choose from. So this is sort of the lounge area. Over on the off side where we've come in, we've got our control panel here. This is going to press this button, the lights will come on and the motorhome will power up, and it's going to show you your fresh water, grey waste and battery levels on that panel. The door as we came in, we've got a hook here for coats, we've got a couple of hooks here, and then a little mirror as well. So this is quite a nice little space here, and there's a nice amount of floor room as well for if you're wanting to get changed or do bits and pieces. What we will do now is we're going to spin round, and I'm going to show you the kitchen on the off side of the motorhome. Okay, so on the off side we're getting the kitchen. So we've got a small amount of worktop space. Under here, we've got 2 gas burning rings. On motorhomes from Europe, it's very common just to get the gas burners. We've got 2 rings there. Then we've got this nice finish on the sort of splashback. It is illuminated. I've turned the light on for us. We've got the window. This does come with the blind as well. And then we've got this huge overhead locker. Gosh, these hinges are so strong, it's unbelievable. So we've got shelving in here, various shelves, so you can put bits and pieces in there. Close that down. We've got the sink with swivel tap. When you're not using the sink, it comes with this cover, so it does give you a little bit of extra worktop space, and then you can put that there to use for whatever you like, whether you want to use it for drying or maybe chopping. Nice circular sink. Bob that back in there. Under here, we have got a plug socket as well for if you're wanting a kettle or a toaster. Our light switches are here, and there's some nice lighting as well. And then we get a Thetford under-counter fridge freezer. So this is an 89 litre appliance, so not a bad size. This is your freezer compartment and obviously your fridge part there. We have then got, as we come across, a Thetford oven. So that's an oven and grill. It's a dual appliance. And then there's a little, just pull this, little flap here and a little bit of storage just under there. And then as I come round, so that's the offside, as I come round to the near side, just show you this. So we've got a nice little illuminated strip there. We've got more worktop space here, so you just have to be careful not to knock anything onto your bed, but otherwise you've got some worktop space there, a bracket there for your television as well, and then we've got a plug socket there. We've got the controller here for the Truma, so that's your hot water and your heating. And then if I open that, there's a little bit of storage there for your kitchen items. Close that up. And then I'll carry on moving back. So what we're going to get next here on the off side, this is our wardrobe space. So you can see there, good amount of wardrobe space, and there's almost like a little shelf just underneath it as well. So plenty of space for your clothing. And then we're back to the bed. So on this model, although it is just under 6 metres long, we are getting a really nice fixed bed. So some people call these French beds, but it's a side fixed bed. Size, this is a very good size. This is 200 centimetres long, or 2 metres long. At the top, it's 135 centimetres wide, and then it tapers here to 115. But this is where your feet are going to be anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But you can see, I'll just climb on it. I have got my shoes on, but I'll just climb on. So it'll give you an idea of sort of the size of this bed. So it's a good size double, really. Again, we've got a curtain here, so this is going to zip all the way round to give you privacy on a night time. We've got these little lights under here, so nice little lights. There's a light switch here as well for the main lights. We've got the headboard with the sunlight. There's a little cubby hole here. And then on this side, we've got another light. And then I'll just open one of these lockers. We've got the 2 storage lockers above the bed. So with 591 kilos of payload, you're going to be able to take a load of stuff with you. And we've got another sunroof as well for ventilation above the bed. So fixed bed. Right, now we'll have a look in the bathroom, which in a small space like this is not always as easy as it appears. Right, I'll first of all step in to show you it so you can see the physical side of it. So I've come in now, not a bad amount of headroom. If you were taller than me, obviously, I'd say you'd be all right up to sort of at least 6 foot, 6'1", but otherwise just have to be careful because you've stepped up into the bathroom space. So this is an all-in-one shower washroom. So you can see the shower, there is a plug under where I'm stood. There is a Remis shower screen, which is here. When you unhook that, that's going to slide round so water's not going to get into the motorhome. We come round, we've got a nice good sized mirror, couple of lights. We have got a toilet roll holder as well. We've got a vent for the heating, so it is heated in here. We've got the Thetford toilet. Now the sink does move, I'll show you that in a second, but we've got a Thetford bench seat toilet. And then, if you can see here, we have got the sink. Now I'll just keep the sink here for a minute. So we've got a sink with swivel tap. What you can do is move that and then swivel this across. So when you are using the loo, you can move your sink around. Now, I appreciate some people will think that's a too small a space, but there's a compromise on everything. And the compromise is literally the sink and the toilet here, because otherwise, this is a really, really good washroom. You've got a cabinet here to put toiletries in. You have got the toilet, you have got a good sized sink, you've got a proper shower as well. You're not having to pull the shower out of your tap. You've actually got a proper shower in here. and there's a shelf for your shower gel. And you know, I'm a bit of a stickler for one of those. And then again, we've got a screen here. So, oh, and last but not least, we've got some hooks for your towels, and just up here, pull this down, towel hanging here, and sunroof there. So as it goes, I'll be honest, for a 6-metre motorhome, this is a really good bathroom space. We've got a fixed bed, which is a very good size as well, at 200 centimetres long. We've got a really good onboard freshwater tank and waste tank. The kitchen, we've got the oven, we've got the grill, we've got the fridge, we've got the gas burners. We've got a nice amount of floor space as well for getting changed, and it feels light and bright. I must say, as it goes at 66,500 for a compact motorhome, this offers a lot. And the build, the quality of these cabinets, for example, is very, very good. So as you can see, I'm quite impressed with this. I'm genuinely impressed with this. Right. That is the Sunlight T58 Adventure Edition 2024. I think I've gone through the main features of it. This one at Cara Motorhomes is 66,500 and it does have the 5-year warranty. I'm going to put a link in the description below to the Sunlight website so you can see the full specification of the motorhome. I'll put a link to Cara as well so you can have a look at that. But I've enjoyed having a look at this little motorhome. I do quite like the smaller ones, and this one's nailed it. So there we go. Right, thanks to Cara for letting me come and film. I do appreciate it. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.